Outsider. I think this is a Temple Mage. Anyways. It's too greedy keeping the Patron, I think, and Armorsmith. In case it's Freeze, we want to keep it for later. I don't really want to drop this on turn 2. What if his Twitch username is different from his battle tag? Then he lucked out. You like which card replaces No Mage from your old patron deck? What card replaces No Mage? Like Faceless? Faceless and Armorsmith. Yeah, so it's Freeze Mage then. So it's good we don't drop Armorsmith on curve. We can play this though. There's a lot of pressure. What if the battle tag is like 420 Vape God XX? Well, that's probably pretty unique, alright? So that's probably the right person if you ban that username. You lucked out and someone else got pooped on. Well, I mean, if it's a generic name like James, I'm not gonna ban James because that's probably not the right one. But if it's something more specific, like the last person was Michael Go, that sounds pretty unique to me. And we never wanted that asshole in the stream. And he probably doesn't care. He probably doesn't care to be in the stream anyways. But as you build up this kind of reputation for being a BMer, word's gonna travel. In the end, when you try to get into the pro scene or something, you know, people recognize you as a BMer. They're not gonna have a positive impression. They're not gonna want to work with you. They're not gonna want to host your stream. Die, James. Anyways, if you get mad from BMers, they'll just BM more. The best thing is just completely ignore them and make them trigger themselves. Oh, I mean, I didn't say anything in that game. We just banned him. Any James in chat? Of course not, because they're all banned. You guys, I was just using that as an example. I'm not saying James was I'm not saying James is banned. But in general, like if you want to, for profession's sakes, besides somebody like Asmodee TV, where his battle tag name is Cosplay Grill, you know, I'd like my Twitch name and my Battle.net name to match. Like I want Lock Shadow for both. But if I'm a BMer and then my Lock Shadow name is banned in everyone's channel, it feels bad. I gotta be like Lock Shadow 68 or something, 69, instead of the actual Lock Shadow. Because I was a little dipshit BMing all the time. Okay, I don't really care about this to execute it. What time to usually end stream? Usually end stream in like another half hour or so. I was kind of hoping to be able to hit legend here though. Jimothy, Jamarcus. Everyone's weeding out. Fireballerino in the Chatterino. Pretty sure Freeze Mage doesn't run Ooze. He cycled so much more than me, so this is definitely one of those times where I don't mind cycling. And if I'm gonna make whirlwind effects, then we're definitely gonna try to gain some armor while we're at it. Ideally. I don't know if that means playing patrons though. Yeah, it feels bad using XQ on this. But that's the only way I can see to start the whole pyro chain reaction is to use execute. Maybe use the rampage so we can get more whirlwind effects off, get some value from this armor smith. Like, we still have the faces that's reduced, so we can still punch through 32 damage with the Worgen, and we have the charge ready. So we don't need to have Rampage. And then he probably clears by ping Flame Strike. He would ping the Armor Smith so we don't get the whole Flame Strike value from the Armor Smith. Is Freeze Mage counter to OTK Warrior? It probably counters the Commanding Shout list, because it only runs 2 shield blocks for armor gain. It doesn't even run any Armor Smiths. So yeah, that's another deck you can play, Freeze Mage. If you want to beat the OTK list. Aw, thanks Dudeco. Whoa. Really? He gave me so much value from the Armor Smith. Pogger champ. I saved Slam to activate the execute. I'm hoping it doesn't run both Alex and Antonidas. I'm hoping it's just hoping it's just the Forgotten Torch list. Because okay, that's not true. I do have enough removal because I have execute for one of them. I can also faceless the Antonidas and just start throwing fireballs at it. Faceless inner range fireball. The Antonidas. So we do have enough removal for the threats, and I think we got a decent amount of health buffer. We still have an Armor Smith left. Can you show how to play for OTK Priests? Trying to focus on hitting Legend tonight, so I'm not gonna do OTK Priest right now. Is Chinese Temple Mage with Ice Block? No, I'm pretty sure it's a Freeze Mage. Okay, so there's Alex. So we have XQ for this one. There's no point to facelessing it. Not that valuable. Oh, we don't even have to slam. We can make patrons at the same time as drawing. Kinda like that. Adds a bit of pressure. And definitely armor up every turn. We're doing song requests. I haven't turned it on. Do people want song requests though? I mean, Chinese Temple Mage with Ice Block counters OTK. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. Novice Engineer. Probably fine cycling this too. At some point I want to stop cycling, but he's still 3 cards up on us, so we basically just match him fatigue. You don't want to fall too far behind in cards in case you don't have the resources to deal with their threats. Did you play a lot of Secret Pally before Standard? No, I never played Secret Pally. I don't even have 2 Mysterious Challengers. Never ever made that deck. Was not interested in playing it. Hey Pasig! Doing well, how are you? Why switch from deck tracker to picture list? Because my deck tracker was not launching today for some reason. Okay. Coin. So he has A lot of extra fireballs. 3 extra fireballs. So we have to face this. Unfortunately, that means we can't armor up this turn. Well, we don't necessarily have to throw a fireball at him. But that's probably most efficient. Let's do this. And then... No, we can't armor up. I just enrage this. Throw a fireball. Oh, wait. No, I still need to do 1 damage to this guy. That's fine. I can use Acolyte. Because I don't want to get that many card draw from Acolyte anyways. And now this is a big threat, so it probably soaks up a fireball to begin with. So it's also life gain. So he just got 3 fireballs. He has a Pyroblast. We still have Armor Smith, and we have Ravaging Ghouls to gain some more health. And we're still at 28. Yep, that soaked up a fireball, so that's good. Feels good, man. So does he have enough damage? Does he have the damages? I'll throw this out. So I stop taking this ping. How about the old patron before Warsong nerf? I don't play meta decks. So if it's the popular deck at that time, I'm probably not playing it. During the time of old patron, I was countering old patron with Dragon Control Warrior. That's how I hit rank 1 in A. Hey Raft, how's it going? Got torch. Alright. Fireball. Where's my Armor Smith? I need that soon. Should I draw for it? I'm not utilizing any mana right now. Maybe I should cycle 1 card for it. Yeah, because I need to be able to bounce my armor back up. There's Armor Smith. Okay, good. Ideally I can couple in the Whirlwinds to clear some of his stuff though. If he plays Loot, Novice, I don't know if he still has any of those. Acolytes. What do I give up? Or what do I want to drop at this point? Maybe just throw a fireball at his face, honestly. I don't really feel like dropping the other stuff right now. Just wait for him to fatigue. Can you play Priest at your last few games until Legend? I don't think I can hit Legend with that particular list. So yeah, we still have 20. We have 23. He takes 1 fatigue damage. As long as the ping of the Armor Smith gets in, we have lethal. If not, we have to wait 1 more turn before we kill him. Wasn't handlock good against patrons, or at least decent? But handlock doesn't play. There's no true handlock list right now with double Argus, double Sun Fury. It may come back. So Cider's got the right mindset though. If you guys want to beat the Commanding Shout list, by all means play it. Play Freeze Mage like this. Okay, we have double slam for these, so that's good. He has to kill us in the next turn. There might have been some weird issues. Okay, you have to pop the block exactly, right? Or you have to make sure you don't... you have to deal the right amount of damage such that he fatigues. Like if I pop the block and he's at 3, he's not going to die next turn. I have to make sure fatigue damage kills him. So there might be some weird stuff that I do with the way we buff up the Worgen. Because if I just go straight up and just buff all the way, make this 10 attack, then punching 10, 10, and then hitting face, he only takes 2 fatigue damage next turn, right? So you have to do 8, 10, and then hit with the weapon. So this is how you do it. So you do this, you hit first, right? And then you buff it like this, and then you do this. So there's still like some math involved in figuring out how to get lethal. Oh, champ! GG guys, there's still some thinking involved. Missed 2 damage. You guys wouldn't have gotten it. Good. I'm glad you guys are learning something. It's actually really critical to know this kind of stuff, especially if you're playing a Freeze Mage versus Freeze Mage mirror, because oftentimes if it gets to fatigue, it's like that. It's so crazy. You have to think about, okay, what damage does he have left? Does he have Frostbolt? Does he have Ice Lances? Does he have Fireball? What kind of combinations of damage does he have? Can he deal exact damage? And sometimes you're like pinging your own face. You know, in fatigue, you like ping your own face just to make sure they can't get the right combination of damage in to make it exact lethal. Alright, have a good night, Sherman. Yeah, it's almost 4. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. We appreciate you tuning in. I probably would have roped and lost the game. The difference between Legend and Rank 20. What Shaman deck would Locke even be playing? I don't know. I guess we never will know, because I never made it to the final day of Onog.